Thank you so much, colleague JJ Curia, Victor Olo, studio, and indeed, as you rightly put it, it's quite cold and chilly this morning, but as they always say that we are burning the midnight oil, and as you can see, what is happening is that the floor of the National Tallying Center has now become quite busy. You do remember yesterday, the Vice Chairman, Juliana Cherera of the Commission, talked about trying to hasten the process because she talked about having all the 290 constituencies data verified from that is the Form 34Bs. And other than that, as you can see, yesterday, you do remember there were some more or less like the housekeeping by IEBC. Now the house is a little bit more busy. They are working just the same way that we are working on shift. We have been here since last night. IEBC are also working in shift to ensure that they have verified all the forms. Indeed, Kenyans are still waiting for the results, and IEBC had made it sure that we are receiving everything as they appear. And if my colleague can pan to the board so that we may get the latest, we can get the latest results. As you can see from the table is that we are doing what? 9,743 of the 46,229 forms from all the polling stations in the country. And at the moment, as you can see from the board, is that Raila Odinga is taking an early lead at 1,731 votes 77, which represent 57.13%. Looking at William Ruto has been able so far, that is actually the latest report being at 4:43 a.m. at 1,277,733, representing about 42%. Wajakoya George Luchiri is doing 14,297, representing 0.47%. Waihiga David Mwaure is at 6,659, which represent about 0.21%. Well, of course, guys, of course, the country is waiting to get the information regarding one of its officials. Yesterday, Wafula Chebukati talking about Daniel Musyoka, who was reported missing since some minutes past 9 a.m. yesterday, and IEBC actually is doing all it can, liaising with the police to ensure that this official has been found. We haven't gotten any report in regard to that official yet, but we, of course, we are hopeful that he will be able to be found. Other than that, as my colleague had alluded, at about 4:40 a.m. is that the process is being hastened. The process is being hastened so that we may ensure that today we might be actually quelling some of the tensions that Kenyans have had, and IEBC coming out to say Kenyans should learn to manage their expectation and maintain peace. IEBC also, in the latest report, they have talked about social media propaganda, which they have cautioned Kenyans to be wary of in regards to how these results are. Remember, they said they will be here till the last one is verified, and from the look of things, and from the look of the house from this big house, Uchaguzi Center, is that more officers have been deployed to try and hasten the process. We are expecting this early morning to be having at least a report or some more of the verified result. JJ?
There was some semblance of drama last night, Ben Troy. I don't know what it was about, because the earlier drama we had witnessed was at around 2 p.m. But there was fresh drama in the night. What was it about?
Okay, Curia, beginning yesterday late afternoon, there have been some dramas here and there, and one of the things is that you do remember there was the incident of the laptop. And IEBC came out clear to say that nothing has been compromised yet. Of course, when you have a lot of agents here, I can tell you the parking itself looks like we are having an overnight meeting, because there are so many people, of course, agents from different political parties and even observers. There's tend to be some heat. And when a laptop question comes in, of course, we have to have something that the police and the security agents here have to tend to. Because you do remember yesterday, IEBC also talked about that their systems are quite tight. So there is no way that there can be any compromising of the results in terms of how we are receiving them or how IEBC is displaying them here. But of course, we have all that has been quelled, and IEBC always in their periodic presses talking about we have everything under control and putting the house in order, saying, guys, this is what we have to do. All parties, this is what we have to do. And I believe that is what should be done to ensure that this process, we only have one voice, just that IEBC is making us know in their periodic report. Something else, JJ, if you have looked at that table, you have seen the number of rejected votes at 26, as it stands, at 26,180. Well, if you look at how the media houses had started tabulating and even how IEBC is still tabulating, it is bound to be a neck-and-neck affair between the leading contenders, that is Raila Odinga and Deputy President William Ruto. But this spoiled vote, as they continue to pile up, definitely have to have a say, because looking at the two other than the two front contenders, they haven't even been able to master the votes that have been considered spoiled by IEBC. So that is something that we are also keeping a keen interest on this number.
Ben, the question is, when was the last time we had the last update from IEBC? And again, what is the actual figure number of constituencies already verified? Because from this end, we're getting 48, 42, 43. So from Bomas of Kenya, what is the actual number of constituencies already verified?
Although that number, as it is 5.
Ben?
Of course, although as you can bear me witness, is that of course the process is a little bit slow, but from 45 to 50, from 48 to now 57 is just changed. It's 57. Now we are at 58. It's just changed as we were speaking.